Hello everyone, in today's video I'll show you how to do a crochet fillet technique, which is initially a design that is surrounded by mesh to create some sort of image. So I have this heart in front of me. I'm gonna start off easy. This is going to be a beginner friendly pattern, so I will try to explain as much as I can, including the graph, how I do get it and how I work the design. If you do like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and let's get into it. And to make this, I will be using a cotton double knit yarn together with 4mm hook, then scissors and needle to weave in the ends. And this is going to be simple heart design because it is beginner friendly tutorial. Once you get the basics, you then should be able to design more complicated designs and so on. But yeah, I have this graph of a heart and it's going to be completed in double crochets, so it does look off, doesn't look like a heart, it's a bit squished, but this is because one square is not very close size of a double crochet. So if I was to make another one but 2 rows, so these 2 squares would be my double crochet, so I would consider this to be 1 row. You can then get a much clearer picture of what your work is gonna look like. Some people do 3 squares for 1 double crochet, but I do 2. So yeah, this is the actual pattern, 1 row for each actual row, while this one is 2 rows of this grid is our 1 row, and it shows a bit more clear picture of what your work is gonna turn out. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it this way so it's a bit easier to understand. And as you can see, I have 23 stitches in total and 10 rows. So this is what I'm gonna do, and I'll show you how I do it. Now to start, you want to grab your yarn, make a slip knot, put your hook in and tighten it up. I'm gonna chain 23. To chain, you want to yarn over, pull it through the loop on your hook, again yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, and so on until you have 23. Once you've got 23, you want to chain 1. So that's 24, and starting into second chain from your hook, work a double crochet. To do that, you want to yarn over, go into your second chain, yarn over and come back. You will have 3 loops on your hook, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's your first double crochet done. And the first row actually does not have any colored grids, so it's gonna be just a mesh part. So you want to chain 1, skip 1 and do double crochet in the next, then again chain 1, skip 1 and do double crochet in the next, and you will repeat this till the end of your chain. So basically chain 1, skip 1, do double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and do double crochet in the next. So yeah, repeat this till the end and I'll see you then. And at the very end, once you chained 1, you should have 2 chains left, so you are skipping 1 and going into the very last one with your double crochet. And this is how your first row will look like. So this row does not have any filled squares on our graph, and what it means is that for the parts that are not colored in, we are gonna have this mesh pattern. Basically, for the colored grids, we will have solid double crochets that will fill in our heart. So now for second row, you should be able to see that we have 3 stitches in the middle, and since I have 23 stitches, I'm gonna do 10 in the mesh part, 3 normal, and then 10 again. So to do that, you want to chain 2 just to start off your second row, turn your work, and I don't count this as a double crochet because I think that by doing actual double crochet in the first stitch, it makes your work a bit neater. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a double crochet in the first stitch. If you don't want to do this, you want to chain an extra one for the part that we are skipping and do double crochet in this one instead. But yeah, then I'm gonna chain one, skip one, and go in with my double crochet. Then again, chain one, skip one, and do double crochet above double. And like so. And what you want to do is repeat this mesh pattern until you complete 10 stitches, including the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So up until this double crochet, I'm gonna do that. So chain one, skip one, do double crochet, chain one, skip one, do double crochet. And if I did a chain, this is my 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I have chain for the chain, which actually does count as a stitch. And in the next 3, so in this double crochet, in this chain space and double crochet, I'm going to be making double crochets. So go into your double crochet and do that. Then you want to go into the chain, which can be quite hard, but you do want to go through both of those loops like so and do that double crochet. And then one more double crochet in the next one. So this is what it looks so far. As you can see, we have 10 stitches, 3 stitches, and we're gonna repeat the mesh part for the next 10. To do that, you chain one, skip one, do double crochet in the next. Again, chain one, skip one, do double crochet, and repeat till the end. And this is what it looks like. So when you are doing your mesh part, basically the part that it's not colored in, you should never have your double crochet made in the chain, and it's always gonna line. So double crochets are going to be made in double crochets and chains are gonna be above the chains. I hope this does make sense. Now when you are at the end of your row 2, you want to chain 2 again, turn your work, and we're gonna do our third row, which now has 7 stitches in the middle. What that means is that we are going to have 3 stitches of double crochets above and 2 in this chain and 2 in these 2 double crochets. So we are going to have 7 double crochets in the middle, and it's gonna be the mesh on both sides. So once you chain, go ahead and make double crochet in the first stitch. Chain one, skip one, and do double crochet in the next one. Chain one, skip one, do double crochet in the next. And one more time, chain one, do double crochet in the next. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to chain one because I'm not going to do double crochet above this chain. And I'm gonna start doing double crochets from this double crochet up until this one, so in the next 7 stitches. Once you chained, go ahead and make your double crochet in the next double, then double crochet in the chain that we have here, which again can be a bit tricky because they do tend to be quite tight. But yeah, do that, then double crochet in each of those 3. And double crochet in this chain as well. And now double crochet in this one. And before continuing, you want to make sure that you have 7 for row 3 and that it is aligned in the middle, meaning the 3 are in the middle and you have 2 on both sides. So I do have 7, it is aligned, and I'm just gonna continue with the mesh pattern, which is to chain 1, skip 1, and do double in the double. Again, chain 1, skip 1, do double in your double, and repeat till the end of your row. And this is how your work will look at the end of row 3. Now I do hope this does make sense, but just to explain it one more time, for example for the row 4, and I will by the way put up a picture here so you can screenshot it in case you are following the exact same thing. But yeah, now I'm about to do row 4, which is this one here, and you can tell that I have 6 stitches to begin with, which is not colored. Same with this other side because this is symmetrical, and then in the middle I have 11 stitches. So I'm gonna do double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain. Then I'll do 11 double crochets, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet. So it's always gonna start and end with double crochets. Then you're gonna make as many stitches for the mesh part, and then what you have in the middle is your double crochets. And like I said, I'm gonna have 3 double crochets with chain in between, because double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain. So this is how you can count them. Basically each square is either chain or double crochet. And at the end of your row you want to chain 2. This does not count as your stitch, and you are going into the same very first stitch with double crochet, unless you prefer to have your chain as your stitch. But yeah, do double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1. So that's repeat number 1, and I need to repeat this another 2 times. So double crochet in the next one, chain, skip and double crochet, and chain 1. So this is what I will have for the mesh part for this row. I'm gonna skip the chain because I do have chain for this stitch here, and from this double crochet until this one I'm gonna be making 11 double crochets. I'm going into the chain to do my double crochet like so, and then double crochet in each until you come to your next chain 1 space, and we have to make 2 more double crochets, 1 in this chain, 1 above the double. So I'm just gonna try and put my hook into the chain. I do go through both loops like so, and then 1 more double crochet above double. Again, you want to go back, count your stitches and see if it's aligned in the middle, and if you do have 11, you are counting from the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and they are aligned because my middle 7 are in the middle and I have 2 on each side. If that's correct, you chain 1, skip 1 and do double crochet, and repeat this 3 times in total till the end of your row. Chain 2, turn your work, and then do all of the upcoming rows. So I'm gonna leave you here. I hope this is clear enough on how it's done, and row 5 has 4 plain stitches, meaning double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain, then 15 double crochets, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet. And same with any other rows, but 6 and 7 at the beginning will only have double crochet, chain, chain, double crochet, and all double crochets in the middle. Maybe I'm gonna come at the end to show you this part, but yeah, let me do my rows 5, 6, and 7, and I'll show you how to do this part as well. And I have now finished my rows 5 to 7, so I'm gonna show you rows 8 and 9. But yeah, at the end you want to chain 2, turn your work, and do double crochet in the first stitch, then chain 1, skip 1, do double crochet in next, and from here you want to double crochet 8 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now we have one uncolored square in the middle, so we are going to chain and skip and then do 9 double crochets till the end. So basically 8 plus 1 for the mesh part. So yeah, just double crochet until you have 2 stitches left. Then chain 1 and double crochet in the very last one. So the last 3 stitches are actually double crochet, chain, double crochet, and then 8 double crochets, chain, skip, 8 double crochets, double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain 2. And for row 9 we are going to start off by doing double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. So straight into the first stitch, do your double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, do double crochet, again chain 1, skip 1, and do double crochet. Then double crochet 5, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet into this chain. Then again chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet 5. Once you have 5 stitches left, you're gonna do double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next one, chain 1, and double crochet in the last, skipping the chain. And this is what it looks so far before doing the very last row, which is gonna be the same as this bottom one. So you want to chain 2, turn your work, and do double crochet in the first, then chain 1, skip 1, do double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, do double crochet in next, and repeat this till the end. So chain 1, skip 1, do double crochet in next. I'm gonna do mine and I will meet you at the end. Once you're done, at the end of your work you want to chain 1 to secure, cut it off leaving a bit of a tail, pull it through, and you will then need to hide the tails in. So I'm going to show you how to do this with one of them. So you grab your needle, thread it through, and having your work on the wrong side, just go under some loops to make your way where we have more double crochets, because it can be quite hard to hide into the mesh part. But yeah, what I basically do is just I go under some loops, and I try to do this in as many ways as I can, just to make sure once pulled it's not gonna come out. And I think that's gonna be enough. I'm gonna cut it off. Repeat the same with this tail. And this is what it will look with the tails hidden in. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you did learn something from it. I hope that you are able to design more complicated designs. But yeah, my advice would be always start small and test it off if your scale is okay for the stitch you chose to do. But yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in my next one.